Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. The Fat Lad Neil Pickup Supernatural Strength channel. And I'm going to do this in a different order. We've replaced John Brzenk for this with the very sexy monster Michael Todd, the man who's modelled himself most recently on a giant garden gnome. He is also the hammer holder in the World Arm Wrestling League, and we are honoured to have you on the show, Mike.
Thanks for having me.
From the frozen north of Canada. In fact, it may not be frozen. Has it thawed out yet there? Is it still freezing?
It's pretty close.
Pretty close. It's thawing out. From the thawing out place known as Canada. It's only Devon Larratt in the mother fluffing house. Now that leaves us with one man still to introduce. This guy needs no introduction anywhere in the world of arm wrestling. He's one of the angriest people ever to draw breath at an arm wrestling table. He is the enigma of rage. Engin Terzi. Check that for a forearm. Anybody else out there? 175 years old, that man.
It's Pascal Gerard.
He's like 500 years old. 500 years old. Pascal
yeah.
Gerard. But he's, to be fair, his forearm ain't that big.
Yeah, true.
Big forearm, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, in the presence of greatness, and it's an honour to have these guys here. If you caught the first show with the current collective, if you didn't, I'm going to put the link in the description, but we're going to pick up where we left off. And I'm going to ask Devon Larratt why he only gives himself 25 or 20%. Well, it's 15 to 20% chance of beating Levan Saganash.
I'm trying to be totally honest and realistic, and don't think for a second that I wouldn't come out like just busting, just popping, because I would. And I know that I have some great options. You know, with my right, I can go as deep as you can go, and I can go as far out as possible. And my center game is maybe not what it once was, but I still do have a good center game. I can move through the range, but Levan is a monster, really. I mean, just being completely honest, I mean, he's the way I see Levan as the #1 guy in the world. I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that the guy he's got to arm wrestle is Mike. That's what I think. I think that Mike is the best option against Levan at the current time.
How about Dennis?
No, I think not right now. Left-handed, yeah. Left-handed.
Why not right-handed? Why?
Is Dennis even fit yet?
Oh, he's got to be fit end of this year. He's already looks bigger.
Fit, right? In your response, Devon, you're assuming Dennis is fit when you're answering this? Yeah. Well, I'm using a time frame of Nemiroff, so I'm assuming that this match would happen.
Do we even know where Dennis is at now? Is
a little bit. A little bit.
275 is what they said he was weighing, and he did 100 to 105 kilo seated curl for 5 reps the other day.
Okay, so he's well on his way. Fair enough.
Yeah, looking strong.
Good. That's good news.
Yeah.
He did a full motion or half motion?
From his thighs, half motion, from his thighs up.
Half motion, yeah.
Those seated ones that a lot of people are posting right now.
I will tell you something. You can continue, Devon. Sorry. The guy Iraqi that beat Arthur Makaro. Did you see he was doing the same thing with 142 kilo? The guy is 75 kilo.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean the lightweight guys are weak guys. Yeah. Okay, continue, Devon.
That must have been on one of those cable machines like Michael used.
No, free
Just
weight.
like those.
Free weight. He's holding in half motion. He is doing 142 kilo. You can continue. Okay.
I don't believe you, Engin. This is some kind of propaganda from your part of the world that you're trying to put out. That's impossible.
Okay. Whatever Dennis is from the Australia side of the world, right? Whatever he does is the reality. And when the neighboring country, Georgians, are doing the propaganda, right? Okay.
Well, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the link.
No, I have seen it. I can send you. It's okay. Yeah, you can continue about this. I know. Yeah, your mind is now like messed up after you hearing this. You can, yeah. He is pulling in 75 kilo. He's probably walking around 80 kilo.
You think he can crack Devon?
No. But I mean, if he is 90 kilo. Yeah, there's possibility.
Okay, so Dennis versus Levin left-handed. You think Dennis wins?
Maybe.
Dennis versus Levin right-handed. You think I'm a better match for Levin right now?
But Levin's left arm is better too than right arm.
Apparently so.
Yeah, but I think that that's the match. I think that left hand number one in the world is either Levon, Dennis, Vitali. I mean, you can throw Travis in there, but I don't think he's in the mix. I think it's
You got to throw Travis in there, dude.
Okay, so Travis is in for 4, but
somebody shows up with a checkbook. Travis is in that hunt.
Devin, what do you think about your chance against Travis with left arm?
Right now, a little secret is I don't do a lot of left-handed since my Wagner match.
No. But if you know that you're gonna pull him 4 months later.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at traditionally with Travis is I'm really close. I mean, I feel
When did you pull him last time?
Last time, geez, was it? I feel like it was in Arm Wars. I think that was maybe. Oh no! I pulled him after Arm Wars. Yeah, I pulled him in an overall in the W.A.L the last time, and he beat me. But I was 225. Look at, I think that Travis is the favorite against me left-handed. Sometimes when I'm really on my game and he's not perfect, I can beat him left-handed. I think that he's a little bit better than me left, and I typically come out a little bit more right. So traditionally, I would see myself below Travis, lefty.
Now then.
Just saying the straight facts. But hey, give me a match with Travis. He can't do this. One thing that Travis can't do is he can't hook very well. He can't commit his shoulder very well. He doesn't like to use his frame. Travis likes to keep things really clean. And as soon as they get messy with Travis, his whole game plan starts to fall apart.
Second part of this question, guys, gets quite interesting. Okay. Thanks for this, Matt, incidentally. This question it is. It is quite interesting, this one as well. So we're talking about this North America elite guys against Eastern European elite guys. The next question was, bearing in mind that Jerry Carteret has given Michael such problems, do you guys believe, and this was actually to John, so we will ask John another time when John's back on as well. Sorry for that, Matt, he's not with us today. But do you guys believe that Jerry Carteret could give major difficulties to Vitaly Larratt?
I say
to him,
yes.
To him, yes.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think he pulls well against Levon, but I think he pulls well. Has good chances against Vitaly.
This is specifically Larratt.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree with Michael.
Yeah.
I agree with Michael.
Great matchup for Jerry.
Huge for his career, for his stock goes through the roof if he could get that match and be
great match for Jerry.
I personally love that match. I'm gonna say it's a really interesting match.
Okay, on that note, Devin, question for you. Would you rather this COVID thing get over with and you pull me for the hammer, or it gets over with and we do a best of North America versus the best of Eastern Europe?
I'd like to beat you first.
No, I said get a match with me. You're definitely not going to win. So, I mean, it's like have a loss or potentially win against the Eastern Europe.
Wow.
Can't beat you. There's no point going forward.
I'm going to go with this. Basically, I'm W.A.L to the core. So 100% I'm going to go with I want Michael and Devin. I also would throw into that mix that Gennady Quickvinia coming over makes life extremely interesting for the pair of you. I really do. Because if either of you thinks that guy's a bum, and I know you don't, or if anybody out there isn't aware of the threat that guy carries, it's real.
And Gennady, if he comes to the US, he will be probably much more dangerous than you have ever seen him, because last time he pulled Zloty against Dave, it was right after the, I think, World Championships. There was 4 weeks. So
he looks physically an entirely different individual. If you
yes,
look at
yes,
it,
yes.
he looks right now. He looks physically
yes, yes.
intimidating.
Normally, he looks a little bit like a fat guy, you know. Now he looks like I don't know, in very good shape, like a bodybuilder, you know. His thinner belly and then
Definitely
bigger
has a powerlifter
back.
look to me.
Yeah, he looks thick.
Strong.
Looks really ready. And while we're talking about technical heavyweights, I've said it
Gennady.
before, I'll say it again. In my opinion, arguably, in my opinion, the most fluid super heavyweight on earth right now is that man. The most fluid orthodox arm wrestler in the super heavyweight division. He flows through movements with the exception of the awkward factor. He's very much orthodox. So he's more, to sort of qualify what I'm saying there, he's much more beatable than somebody like Mike would be, in my opinion, because he doesn't have the X factor.
He is technically as good as Devon.
Yeah, he's really, really good. And he's got something that Devon doesn't have, and that's the start.
And Devon has something that he doesn't have.
Yeah, Devon's got better defensive capabilities because of the Kings. So it's a really interesting mix. And that's another fascinating set of matches. As is Gennady versus Jerry. Very interested to see how they go all round. You know,
I think Gennady beats Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
I think Gennady is right on that level.
Gennady won't run, will he? He ain't running from Jerry. I'll tell you that now. He's going to go right on him, wrist to wrist, and that's he ain't going to run, and he will put him B-side. Yeah,
I think so, and then it's done. I think so. As soon as you got a guy who can match any kind of shoulder position with Jerry becomes far less dangerous. Like anybody who's got a really credible press or hook matches really well with Jerry. The top roll doesn't count for much with Jerry. It doesn't negate it.
No, yeah, I agree entirely. I think I actually think that Gennady's dangerous, really dangerous for everybody on either side.
I think that Gennady can be a threat even for Levan, and he has beaten him many times. He has beaten him, you know.
Well, I get in hook,
he has chance to beat him.
And some of the Georgian guys, how much validity is there? I don't know. But some of the Georgian guys message me and say he is able to beat Levan right now. Whether that's true, I don't know.
But in hook, if he hooks him, yeah, there is a big chance. If he hooks him, like if he hooks him, it's 50-50. If he goes outside, I don't think he can beat Levan with outside move.
I agree, but that's what he does. I mean, that's how he's beat him in the past, right? He's hooked him. We've seen
hook him, yeah. Even Krasimir hook him, but it's different level now. You know, I don't know how much Krasimir can get better after today, you know, because we know his size is, I don't know, like I don't think he can be more than 110 kilo guy, while other guy has potential to be 180 kilo.
Krasimir just, with all due respect to Krasi, who I love, he's a great dude and he can really pull. What a warrior. But he just isn't big enough.
Yeah, and the hand is small hand.
Yeah. It's you know, I have the same issues when I try and pull. I mean, right now with back tits, I'm weighing around 105 kilos. But there is no way on God's earth I could pull world class at that size. There's just no way. I'm just not a big enough man. Just not. You know, if you get an in-shape version of a mask of a Devon, they're in around the 100 kilo mark, around 220, 225. So, and you look at the frame, the size of the individual, just a much bigger man. You know, and that's Krasi's issue. He just isn't big enough. Even in any strength sport, size does matter. There's no doubt about it. You get to a situation when you look at strongman and you speak to the most powerful guy statically that's ever been, in my opinion, Eddie Hall, and he'll say that he's always up against it when he's competing against Brian Shaw, against Hafthor Bjornsson, just because of the fact that they are a natural giant. And if you're dealing with a natural giant, look at Cleve Dean. Remember John's comments the other week, guys? And he said, you know, one of the most awkward guys I've ever pulled was Cleve just because he's so massive. I'd love to see how somebody like Cleve Dean a prime Cleve Dean would do with today's monsters. Whether they'd have their own set of because that was a big mother.
Probably Gary Goodrich was the only super heavyweight with such small hands. I have seen him even taking Cleve Dean's wrist in 94 and 95 Yukon Jacks.
Yeah, Yukon Jack. But to be fair, I'm going to say that with all due respect to Gary, I love Gary. Gary's ace, but I think Cleve was, well, I don't think, I know Cleve was pretty immobile at that time, comparatively speaking. Around that time, Cleve wasn't fluid motion. He couldn't move well. I think that
he beat the current world champion Zaur easily.
Yeah.
In same tournament in 95 Yukon Jack, yeah.
But he still he wasn't mobile.
I don't know.
It wasn't the best version of Cleve.
No. Now, John said the other week, he said when Cleve was really dangerous was when he was a little bit more mobile and could, move around the table better. And that was when he was speaking to John privately. He said there were times when Cleve would have been, without doubt, the man because he was just,
Who beat Cleve Dean who beat Cleve Dean in over the top? Scott Norton?
I can't remember who put him out, but I think it was Norton.
Norton?
But that's what. Yeah, I don't know. And I was there.
Even in his prime, he was beatable. Yeah.
I want to say there's something happened now. John talked about it the other week. I need to go back check the show. We'll ask John when he gets back on. But I know that John's told me that Cleve would have set or would have been an enormous obstacle for everyone and anyone when he was in his prime, just because of that size, the magnitude of the guy physically. He was a freak, giant.
I'm pretty sure that today's 75 kilo guys would probably give him problems, though.
142 kilos, that guy curls.
Right?
No.
Tell him, Engin.
No, he's just still there, his mind is still there, He just can't get over. He's under complex, just like how can that happen?
There's no way that those are real weights, Engin. Send me the link right after this show is done.
I will. I mean, what I don't understand that. Have you ever seen me doing the barbell curl? I don't even move anything except my forearms. I do like this, nothing at all. I mean, I can do when I'm 75 kilo, I can do 60 kilo, 5-6 reps. I can do it. 1 rep, I can do almost near my weight. I can do with 70 kilo, 1 rep. Mm-hmm. I mean, Dennis is 145 kilo. What's this? Is like not moving.
125 right now.
Yeah, but he's doing the maximum is like 1 rep, even a little bit raising his elbows, but the back is there. He's doing 100 kilo, I think 105 kilo or something.
You know what's incredible about that as well? Does anybody else, do you ever get really bad pain in the middle of your back when you try a really heavy EZ bar curl? I get a pain in even when I stand against, try and do that strict against the wall, it hurts my back. I don't know. Technical.
I don't know about the back, but I'm right now injured from the back, but I'm just saying that I'm not a bicep guy. I have never been like super bicep guy. I think there are some lightweights that can do much better than I do. So I think Devon is so much underestimating the lightweights, and you, Neil, all the time talking about Jerry, Levan, this and that, while there is very high F1 pullers under 90 kilo.
I feel like I've gravitated towards them now. Since I've been sponsored by Pies, I feel like,
You need to talk about the big guys. Big guys, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever
I am still technically a lighter weight class guy, but spiritually, I've become like one with Pies, and I've moved towards the fat dude. And I'll tell you what, while we were taking a break, as Engin will back me on, Devon was off eating again.
Yes. He's all time eating. See?
And yet life is cruel because here's me with, back tits. You don't have none.
I have a question for you guys. Do you guys think that, like the difference on like upper body strength or upper arm strength from lightweight to heavyweight, like there is, of course, some difference. But do you think that difference is like that gap is that big for the hand strength?
I think it's enough to make the little guys want their own categories. So
I am asking you a question. Listen, like the guys that we mentioned,
these little guys pulling me over.
the guy. I mean,
how much muscle can you have?
I have just once hold this guy's hand. I was just doing this to him in Canada after my gold. He was just like, "How you do this to me? How you do this to me?" And the guy, and the other guy with the big beard, he also knows that my hand is strong, right, Michael?
Hey, Engin, let's not get off topic. Let's not get off topic. He's mocking you, Engin. Devon, then. He's mocking.
No, he's just talking nonsense. I'm not even taking.
It's just, I mean, we don't know how strong these little guys are because they're protected in their little shallow end pool. You know,
I don't know. Last time I pulled Travis in tournaments, he realized how strong I was. He was just a quick pin, I guess.
Did you beat Travis?
Yeah, in a Harley pool.
Well, it's not a big deal. Travis actually is a pizza factory guy. Travis has gotten into the pizza industry, so it doesn't count to beat him now.
Okay, yeah, he was about 250. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, no, those wins don't matter. Neil, do you have wins on Travis?
No, I've never pulled Travis Page in my life.
Well, you'd probably beat him too. No,
I don't think I've ever pulled him. Practice team, maybe. Say again, mate.
Danny Tesh would definitely beat him.
Danny Tesh beat anybody.
That guy, yeah.
Is there anybody? We haven't even talked about Danny Tesh.
I beat Michael, but left arm. Right arm, it was a very, 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 very long match. We talked the other day. He tried to hook me. I beat Michael. They gave him elbow while he was trying to hook me. And then second, he just dived in. Long match. I believe minimum 1 minute. And then I lost on fouls. I went to B-side with the Jason Rimmer. Came again with the dead wrist. Long match. But this time he pinned me with the dead wrist. He was... I remember how you pull against Cobra. 95 it was. Long match. Yeah. I was just watching those matches that they were inspiring me. Another thing I want to say.
2000, we pull for the 100 in St. Joe, Missouri.
Yeah. And the Cobra, and you pulled 95, right? You said.
Yeah, we pulled 95. We also pulled at the 2000 Petaluma event.
Speaking of Danny, Speaking of Danny Tesh, check out this idea.
He's gonna say something about me here.
No.
Okay, good.
It's not always about you. I'm thinking about the
thank you. I'm thankful.
I'm thinking about the big guys here. Okay.
Okay, the go-kart guys.
Imagine this. You know how in Australia they always have guys over to pull. I've gone over. They've had Matt, Ron, John's gone. Michael.
I like where this is going.
Michael, you got to go over there and do the Australian tour, and it could culminate with you pulling Danny Tesh, and you could call it Michael's Tour Down Under. Hey, isn't that good?
Little play on words there.
See that? Michael's Tour Down Under. Man, it would be selling like hotcakes, man.
Hotcakes. We need to start selling hotcakes because those things sell really well.
Well, Devon would definitely eat them. They won't have problems selling them to Devon.
Speaking of which, just pop.
Neil, when these guys pull each other.
Do you think you could beat Danny Tesh?
Yeah. Yes.
He curls 153 kilos.
Yes.
I saw it.
Mate, his shadow kills 153 kilos.
I'm just thinking that Devon versus Michael at the next event at W.A.L will be the ugliest ever match ever. You know, like they both will go and then they will just stay there. And then Michael is going to go and press him with dead wrist.
He's eating again.
Yeah. But it's not going to save him. Because Michael is a master of it. This guy is not experienced. I saw him how he did that pull against Dave and Todd. He was very, very, very ugly copy of Michael Todd, inexperienced. And so Michael is going to...
He may hate you more than Bart.
The one guy wrote that, I don't give Devon credit, but it's not true, he messes with me, I mess with him, so.
Engin, how long before you turn off the TV if we were down there?
I think it's gonna take like 45 minutes long match.
But you'd watch it all? You'd watch, like, if it went, say it went 2 hours.
You know what?
Like a Jerry match.
Listen. Normally, I don't get up and watch the WAL matches live, and I waited for you guys' match. It was like very early morning here, just to see you getting your ass kicked. And I was so happy when you lost. Not because I dislike you, not because I don't give you credit. It's just because you all the time promote that move that I don't want to say the name of it because I don't believe that it deserves. But you all the time promote, and then you were like bragging, just like I'm the only one that beat Michael with that way. I am so good about it. And then when you listen, when you got your ass kicked with that move. And then I was like, yeah, see now you realize, how terrible is this thing, and then you were just like,
I still love it. Look, I even love it more because I got beat with it.
Yeah. I mean, some people likes pain. Some people likes to get hurt.
Me and you, when you get beat, you shun it. You're like, that's
impossible. No. Listen. 2001 WAP, I won that event. Just set that on your mind, I won it there. The guy, the Russian guy, took second. Yeah, Anatoly took second. I was first. You lost to Michael.
Hey, yeah. Anatoly Manasiev was King's moving as early as George. That dude was original King's moving.
He was in 96 WAP. Well, 96 WAP he was even doing.
Yeah, he was one of the original King's movers, right there with George.
He beat Rustam Babev.
Bad man.
He injured me, and he never came back again.
He screwed up your collateral ligament bad, didn't he?
I'm telling you, Engen, it'll be the best thing for your career ever. If you start dipping down, oh my God.
With his pronation, Engen be invincible. Devin would be like, no. Listen, you'd love it if Engen went to
I will tell you guys, honest opinion, if I beat someone like that, I don't disrespect anyone. And if I can beat him like this, but if my shoulder goes below and they beat the guy that way, I rather lose the match than win in that way. Even the world title, I wouldn't want that way. But no disrespect. Like people discredit Michael. The Michael, they don't realize that one of the most well-rounded puller ever. I mean, just say one.
Really is.
Just say one style that he doesn't do it. He do everything. Yeah, a very high level he is doing it. And people just
go to the world championships. And
why are you cutting? I'm saying good things about Michael. Don't be jealous. Just wait.
With the King's move, I'm gonna make a T-shirt that says "Invincible Engen" with your face on it, and I'll wear it for a month straight.
No, you'd look like a yellow.
You should already do. Like someone who has told you that the invention of pronation. You should already do. Okay, about the Michael. Don't be jealous. Don't just wait. Michael, seriously, is a very, very technical guy. And then if you realize that lately, his shoulder is almost all times above the table. So you may not like the way he pulls, but he pulls very fair. Not like that one like this.
And he wonders why.
Listen, I know you like the little sandbox. Engen's a guy who likes to sandbox walls to be really high. Don't go outside that. But I'm playing in the world, Engen. I'm just trying to win. Okay, don't hate me. Don't hate me, Engen.
I really get in his brain,
When I win, if I will beat Michael ugly, I want you to make a T-shirt that says "Invincible Devin" with my face on it, and I want you to wear it for a month.
Why would I do that? Dimitri Trubin did, John Brzenk did, Dennis did, Pushkar did. Nobody asked such thing. What's the problem? What's your problem? Why would I do such thing?
I'm gonna send you some T-shirts, and I want you to wear them.
Michael, do you think that I will need such thing?
Oh, absolutely not.
Good.
From now on, I don't answer any of Engen's questions unless he refers to me as Invincible Devin.
Yeah, such an invincible guy.
And I've just had a question here just to tuck me in. I've been well behaved all the show. And I've got a question here, guys. I'm going to ask it out loud. He says, Neil, do you have any wins over John Brzenk in competition? No, I do not have any wins over John. I came extremely close on 2 occasions, according to John. But no, I do not have any wins on John Brzenk. Better than me. I think who's got wins on John here?
Devin.
Mike has something.
I've got
Mike.
one.
Mm-hmm.
One time.
How did you do that? When was it?
We both pulled the 215 ROTN in 2007, and I was trying to slip, and he held on all the way to the pad. I just hit real fast, was trying to slip, and he held on, and I pinned him.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The best one I've got on.
And then he beat you
on
twice?
John.
Yeah, because we came back in the finals, and I'm like, let's just put the strap on. Huge mistake on my part. I should have went ahead and tried to do that again because he was having a hard time holding on to me. But once we got in the strap, I just bounced off of him.
I got a compliment from John when I pulled him in Tahoe in the Open. He put me out in the second round. I got him about an inch away. And when it popped up, lost my wrist, he popped me back up in the center in the strap, and he went, "Where'd that come from, you little shit?" And that was the biggest compliment I ever had at that time. I thought, yeah, I'll take that. And when we went off, I went, "I nearly had your ass then." And he went, "Yeah, really near." And I thought, that'll do. I was happy with that. That made my day. It was actually the best thing that happened all day. So, yeah, I'll take that. Well, man to beat, mate. I'm not embarrassed.
You said you are not going to answer my questions, right?
What?
You said you are not going to answer my questions, anymore.
I'll still answer your questions.
Okay, thank you. I mean, if we don't mess with each other, this show will be so boring, We need to really mess with each other. Just tell your fans.
You can't rush anything. In time, it's going to come naturally to you, Engin.
Devin,
when he's wearing his Invincible Devin shirt.
Tell your fans to not to get angry with me
first before he'll even wear that shirt. So he's never going to wear the shirt.
Never going to.
Oh yeah. I mean, listen. Why are you?
Oh, would you wear the shirt if I beat you?
Oh, please wear the shirt.
Oh, now, one second. Now we came from where?
100% will wear the shirt if you.
But you will do the same, Devin.
Oh my
Michael?
God, it's on.
Yeah. Listen, whoever wins is going to get an Invincible whatever shirt made. I'll make the shirt.
Awesome. I think we should definitely do that.
Listen. Next five shows, wherever you put like videos that you put on social media, you will be having that shirt on you while you put in that. Like, you training, you will be training with.
Famous.
How long's he got to wear it for? On every show we do, he's got to wear it.
1 month.
1 month.
1 month.
1 month of shows.
Every day.
Invincible every day? You're going to have to send him a few shirts.
It's Invincible Michael, Neil. You got to get it straight. The loser has to wear the other guy's shirt.
Oh, yeah.
You know how many fans and views this guy's get? My social media is about to grow so big.
Yes.
I'm going to be selling the T-shirts, though, so.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I'm going to make like $20 at least, maybe $25.
You're going to sell one?
yeah. I like that.
There will be a picture of each other, right?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah. Invincible Devin or Invincible Michael.
Oh, okay. The question I'm going to ask you, Devin. Okay. First of all, tell your fans that I don't try to disrespect you. We are joking each other, right?
I'm not going to tell them that.
Tell them that. There's no way he's going to tell them that.
No, tell them because they are getting upset.
No, mate. Don't tell them that.
They think that,
Mate, listen.
Okay, I disrespect you,
comments that come in there. I laugh my ass off at some of those comments when they're like, "Die, Engin."
If you want to be the most hated guy in the world,
beat
Devin or disrespect Devin. And then the entire social media will hate you forever.
Yeah, this is what I see. Yeah.
Michael and RBJ are the two.
Why RBJ?
Oh, everybody. Well, he gets it in a kind of different way. Rob gets it in the way that it doesn't matter who it is, they can beat him. Everybody can beat him. Everybody. It started when Ryan Bowen came on and said, I think I can. And then I think Devin was actually responsible for saying, yeah, he might beat Rob. And then John said something like that, like, there's a chance that he beats Rob. And suddenly everybody could beat him. Everybody. So suddenly Rob, you know what Rob's like? Rob's like Mike. He's like heart on his sleeve guy. So Rob came out and defended himself and said, no, not everybody can beat me. So that sort of made it worse. And suddenly everybody in the world was like, oh, there's nobody that can't beat him. And obviously Devon fueled that a little bit. So, yeah.
Rob is a smart guy, genetically gifted guy. I remember him from Northeast message board, you know, and he deserves to be respected.
Are you aware of how huge a fan of yours that man is?
Rob?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I have also respect for him. Big respect.
He is a huge fan of yours. Like, really, really big fan. Every time I speak to him about arm wrestling, in fact, I got a series of shows coming out with Rob Vigent Jr. on the channel shortly. Great interviews. Mike's
also smart guy, very smart guy.
He talks to me about you so much, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. You inspired a lot in his early career. Yeah, he's a huge fan of yours, mate.
I remember
Devon hates your ass.
And Rob was the one who was doing like without moving 100 pounds bicep, right?
They're next door neighbors. Hate and love are very closely connected.
Yeah. I mean, how can you not like Devon? You know, Devon is such a nice guy. But I realized that I can provocate him so easily. It's because he cares about my thoughts, my opinions. He respects me. So whenever I mess with him, he doesn't say whatever. You know, he's getting provocated. You know, I see.
You've actually not had to work hard to dislike Devon. Bart Wood, mate. Bart Wood's had to go through hellfire with this dude. When Devon's at the table in the World Arm Wrestling League, he will make Bart Wood's life a misery. Like,
I'm the only person Bart looks at. And when I'm out there arm wrestling, he doesn't even look at the other. Man, Dave Chafee can start early every single time. His elbow can come up. He can false start, and I'll get the call. It doesn't matter. Like, they can say, close your thumbs, close your hands. I'm getting jerked across the table. I'm getting the foul. That's how it is with Bart.
Mike,
but I
just get used to getting jerked across the table part.
You go back, watch. I think it's round 2 with Dave. We're like fighting over closing the hands, and it's like close thumbs, close the hands, and I get the fucking false start call. I'm like, what the fuck, Bart? Like, I know we got our issues here, but like, this is really like he's going way overboard sometimes. Like.
Can you imagine if, like, next year's down ref is Engin?
Yeah. No. Head ref.
Mate, seriously, World Arm Wrestling Leagues comes to Europe, we do a show in Istanbul, and he walks 100%. in a shirt.
Neil, can I ask you something? Do you think something like that is possible in Europe?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to host such an event. I mean, just to support you guys, you know.
Just so you can ref Devon.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's like endless possibilities. Flying Bart, you know.
Man, I tell you, when this season steps off, I'm telling you, there's going to be no more Mr. Nice Guy out there. Like, I'm not going to be all nice and polite like I have been in the past. Like, I'm really going to let Bart know when he's screwing up. Like, I'm not going to tolerate him or his wife. Man, I don't even know if she ever even arm wrestled in her life. She's telling me to do stuff, and it's like she's pulling me before the match. I'm like, it's not your job to arm wrestle me. You're the ref. Like, stop pulling on my arm. Like, she's worse than Bart is.
I think this is all scenario. You know, they are just playing. You know.
Hey, because this, right? You got to look at evidence here. Bart Wood doesn't have any problem with anyone else but him.
I'm getting him an Invincible Devon t-shirt.
Oh, Bart?
So you're going to make them regardless. You're going to make the Invincible Devon shirts regardless.
Anyway. Just anyway.
I didn't know. I didn't know the blues is put in there.
Like, you could have to, this could just be a thing. An Invincible whatever.
Idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I'm in. And you could make an Invincible Engin shirt, and anything when you make one of these claims, like, you know, they have a curling competition against directly.
Yeah.
Invincible Engin.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I think it's great. I think it's a great idea. Yeah.
I like it. I like that a lot.
Okay, just 1 second. You guys said that you're gonna put the shirt on if you lose. No turning back from here, huh?
Well,
no excuses. No excuses. We are not gonna forget. We're gonna remind it from now on all the time.
We're 110%.
Like, look, dude, I feel like Devin kind of starts to regret.
Even better.
Oh,
make your
I'm
shirt.
so strong. And listen, Michael is the champion of the world. Everybody knows that. He's the guy. He's the king of the world right now. I'm just some lowly dude who might have a chance. So it's probably going to be me. I mean, I'm probably going to, but just imagine how great it would be if I get to touch that place one more time. I think Michael wants to wear an Invincible Devin t-shirt anyways. I think you do too. So when enough people want
something. Think about the opportunities here, right? Think about it. You could make the shirt in like a really bad color, kind of like Mike's room.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that comment about?
I love that comment. I loved it. When somebody goes on there and they're so disdainful of Michael that they just say, even Mike's interior decor shit.
When's that? What happened there?
That's when you know you hate the motherfucker. That's when you got on the comments. I'm very nearly pissed a little bit.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, that green is awesome. What are you talking about?
He went on and he said Mike's color in his room, terrible. I love that. That's awesome. Keep them comments coming, guys, because that was quality.
I gotta get massive, guys.
Oh, you're freezing up again, Engin. Quick, flex.
Why is this so?
He has as well. He's frozen up again. Wait a minute. We'll get him back in a second. But seriously, start working on your shirts, guys. We're at the 41-minute mark. Michael Todd, how long have you got?
Man, they're out there hanging still right now. I got a guy mowing my yard. I got to go pick up limbs. It's a busy day here.
Yeah, I got to go too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've had fun. 42 minutes in the presence of greatness. I want to thank Engin Terzi, the Enigma of Rage. I thought you'd frozen up. He's back with us. There's the flex. I want to thank the Canadian legend that is No Limits, Devin Larratt. Known otherwise as Invincible Devin. And thanks to Monster Michael Todd. Guys, have a great Easter Monday, and we'll see you again soon. Remember, guys, if you like what we do, please let everybody know. Like, share, subscribe, and I hope you and your family stay safe throughout this week. We'll be back soon with more on the Supernatural channel. Till that time, take it easy, peeps.